Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Nesteli. This is your first time. I am Nez. Welcome to Nesteli. All we do talk about here is books, usually, but today is a special day. I'm calling it a special Saturday event. We're talking about The Smart Money Woman, the series that just showed up on Netflix on 16th of September 2021. This movie, the excitement that filled my heart when I found out it was going to be turned into a series, because when I read the books, this series is created after two books, Smart Money Woman and Smart Money Tribe by Arese Ugu. When I read the books, I just kept on thinking this would be so cool if we can turn this into a movie. But I was also worried, like if it's turned into a movie, hope it will be good. And I dare to say this is good. So the story of Smart Money Woman. Okay, first of all, if you already watched it, if you're on Netflix, try and watch it, right? But if you already watched it, leave a comment below, like if this is your first time you're watching it, like you didn't read the books and you watched it, or you did both. Let me just know what you think. Do you understand? But The Smart Money Woman is a book, two books that follow the lives of five ladies led by one lady called Zuri. So there's Zuri, I hope I remember their names. There's Zuri, there's Tammy, there's Adeswa, there's Ladum. I've forgotten the other one's name. But it's about five ladies, all of them having been at different points at their life. But most importantly, it's more about their financial life. Does that make any sense? Zuri is like a big girl, what we can call a Lagos big girl. She's out here balling, making money, traveling, buying all the designer bags. So if you see her, she drives a mech. So if you see her, you're like, okay, the girl has money, she's settled. But the girl is broke. She cannot pay her land use. It's not land use. What's that thing called? Utility. Okay, let me call it utility bills. She cannot pay her utility bills. So it's like a lot of things she cannot pay for. It's problematic. Like, how do you have this much money and you don't have enough money? So it's like she has to start making smarter financial decisions to solve her problem. So same thing with the one that was doing business. Tammy is a business lady who is basically she's a fashion designer, but it's basically daddy's money that she has been using the whole time. What she started doing to try and do something about that. Adesua, I'm going to focus on for a minute, right? Adesua. Adesua in the book annoyed me, and she felt very unreal to me, that character. And when we were reading the book, the few times when I had the opportunity to talk to people about it, they're like, you don't know what women can do? I'll tell you her story, don't worry. You know what women do in the name of marriage, in the name of money, in the name of pepe. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. And honestly, in the movie, in the series, the character even annoyed me more. I don't want to use the word hate, but I greatly dislike that woman. Adesua. So Adesua is played by the amazing Kamela. I'm assuming that maybe because she did such a good job, that's why I don't like her as much, because I'm so annoyed with that girl or with that woman. I'm mentioning Kamela because, meanwhile, if you don't know her, please go and find out who she is. I imagine you know who she is. Kamela was also the director of this series. As in, when I was talking to one of my friends, because a friend of mine, he did not read the books and he was watching the series, like, these women in Nollywood these days, you people are angry. I was like, I don't know, I'm not a Nollywood woman, but I'm like, why shouldn't they be angry? It's not about time. It's not about time. Kemi did a beautiful job directing this thing. Hey, I don't know who did the screenplay that's transferring it from novel to screen. They did such a good job, right? I have a few things I wish did not happen, but I suspect that those things are things that I have a problem with because I read the books. Do you understand? So there's Adeswa's character. Adeswa is married to some guy. Her husband also acted very well. I don't know that guy. I don't know his name, but he's a popular guy that has been acting. You see me a lot on a lot of this YouTube series and movies actually. So Adeswa's story is she's a married woman, but she's married to a guy that is very wasteful and makes absolutely no money. That Lagos boy, what they call them. Yoruba demons. I don't like that term. But it's like all those guys that just collect, they'll come and go to clubs, splurge, but it's not their money. They're not making any money. They're like ballers. And the guy is just he's full of air, he's full of crap, he's full of dust, he's full of garbage. And somehow this one is there taking it. That's why I don't like the girl. Do you understand? But that's one story. Then there's Ladu. Ladu is my favorite. Ladu married into money, baby girl. Ladu married into money, but something happened with the guy. She married into family money, like big Lagos names, like House in Ikoyi, balling, like I cannot kill myself. I want to be taken care of. I'm a baby girl kind of girl. She was kind of person that would go for trips, spend, she had kids, they had a beautiful house and all that. But then something happened with the family and that switched her financial life upside down. So Ladu is actually my favorite. I just liked her and her relationship and all that. I can't remember the last one. I feel so bad. Played by Tony Tones. Tony Tones is an actor. Tony Tones is an actor. I think that's something that it's been skipping over my head. I remember her in KOB, sorry, King of Boys. King of Boys 1 and then the series. She did a very good job. Oh. But the first scene that she shows up in this thing was she was shouting at her brother about the brother was doing something very stupid about he wanted to pursue a career in football after they were still trying to send the idiots to school. And her acting there, I was like, hey, baby can act. I was so impressed with Tony Tones. I swear, I loved her. She was so good. Zuri, the lead, is played by Osas. I keep forgetting her last name. But I mean, all of us know Osas now, that fine girl. So she's also very, she's pretty good. I like her parts and all that. So that's pretty much it. What I love, first of all, let me tell you why you should watch this series, right? It's very refreshing to have women in a group, and most of what they talk about is not just men. Now, that is there. Because I don't know if it's possible for women to stay together without man matter showing up. It's not man that dumped somebody, or man that gave birth to that had child for another person, or man that is wicked, or man that we like. Women just always tend to be this kind of people. When I love or things matter to us, we won't talk about it a lot. So I don't think I can ever change. But the principal conversation is not man or relationship. The principal conversation is money. It is so refreshing. Hey, it is so. I feel like that's one thing that movies in general has really failed us with. Do you understand? When people gather together and they're talking about is women dating with somebody, sleeping with somebody, buying this one, it's like, where is the money coming from? Because all these things people are doing cost money. Some people say sometimes you go outside and breathe air and you spend money, but that's how life is. So it's like, I liked that. I just thought to myself when I was watching this, I was like, Arisa doesn't know, like the same way I felt when I read the book. Arisa doesn't know how unique. I don't know if I hope she knows how unique what she has just done is. And I'm hoping with all my might that more and more movies and series and things on TV will get to a point where we sit down and we can comfortably talk about money. Because here people say things, people that are in relationship, some people are married, so we don't really talk about money like that. It's not romantic. Sorry? It's not romantic? It is very romantic because it's the money that fuels the romance. So without money, I don't know if you understand. So I loved that part. Zuri's part, Zuri where she started dating Shola, yes, Shola is his name. He said this in Shola. The first, even though he took her to some beautiful, glamorous dates, blah blah blah, and all that, they were talking about money most of the time. Hey, it didn't suit me. I swear, it didn't suit me. I'm going to put a link here where my husband and I talked about is romance ruining your marriage. And I remember me personally, I was saying that one of the major things I cannot, because I read through a lot of romance books at that time. I was like, I cannot understand romance books. Why are they not talking about the money? Because you hear about how somebody got up, entered flight, flew, went somewhere, did. I'm like, with which money though? Do you understand? So in this film, it was properly addressed, and honestly, it is beautiful. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Adesuwa's character, what I was saying about Adesuwa's character that I did not like or makes her very unrealistic to me is that, okay, so she's friends with these 4 people. They are very close. They tell themselves the truth. But she used to lie to them, like outrightly. They knew she was lying and they didn't do anything about it. I don't know people that do that kind of thing. I don't know women that do that kind of thing. I don't know human beings that do that kind of thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how do you, like, I think the first part they show all of them together. She's going on talking about how, that in my house now it's my husband that pays for everything. Everybody knows the guy has no money. The guy no get work, he no get money. It is you that pays everything. And she said that with her chest like it is normal. And everybody just looked at each other, this side eye and continued. And this is what she carried on until like the second to last episode or so. It was a 7 series. The second to last episode, when eventually it now came out that the guy decided to do something stupid and cleared out all her money. Do you understand? That's when we now realize. So it's like, and at that point, nobody even told her, But sure, you were saying, do you understand? I don't think, and my friends don't usually do that, I have to say. But it doesn't make any sense to me that you've been friends with these people for a very long time, and you're opening your mouth and talking all the rubbish that you talk about how your husband provides money, oh, he really loves me, does this one, oh, where is this person, he was liking this person's picture. You say, hey, you know how he is now, he's very distant, yeah, he's probably doing business. And you're lying outright, they know you're lying, they're not calling you, Omo, why are you lying like this, what's the problem? It just didn't make any sense to me. And the character annoyed me. However, she had a good comeback. I'm not going to get into that because I really wanted to watch this series, but she had a very good comeback in the end. And I'm thankful at least she got into her senses and all that. But I know that character, she annoyed me. In the book, just like the series, by the way, in the series, so let me tell you three reasons why you should watch this series. In the series, she addresses things like funerals, the way we handle death, things like insurance, wills. They were all in the book, and I'm glad that they were addressed in the series. I was so happy because these things are things that people don't want to talk about. Insurance, life insurance, accidents. If you're insuring, getting insurance, say it's not happening in Jesus' name. We allowed our faith to rob us of common sense. someone's house got burnt in the series, and they didn't know there was no insurance. And it was a major problem, you know. And she's like, I said, let's get insurance because next time. It will not happen next time in Jesus' name. But what if it does, though? Like, seriously. Voila. So it's like the way we handle and manage those things is problematic. So I'm glad that those things are brought up. I believe that more people watch these things, the more they start at least asking themselves those questions. People dying, leaving a will or not leaving a will. Some people say, I cannot leave will. My family is at peace. I'll never forget a family friend of ours that today, after the father died over 15 years ago. 20 years ago, very long time. People that died when I was still in secondary school. And till date, the family cannot get along well because dad did not leave a will. And that daddy was warned several times, go and get well. The guy said, that's me, I don't have more than one wife now. We're at peace in my house. We're not like all this scattered family, blah, blah, blah. Until today, they're still fighting. So the son took the mother to court one time. Can you imagine? So like that will thing, I don't know why people don't want to talk about it. The instant you clock a certain, the instant you start making money and you have children, my dear, do will. Arrange something for your children. Because all this life is now. My mom died at 44. Do you understand? She died young. And my younger sister was like 3 years old or so. It's not a joke. That's what I'm trying to say. Leave a will, leave something, leave insurance for your family. So I like those things being talked about. How much should you, the percentages that you should put in things like stocks and investments. If you have a car, what kind of car should you drive? Because you think about things like maintenance, depending on how much money you have. Now, however, if you watch the series and you like it, I still think you should go and try and buy the book. The book is available at Roving Heights, or you can just check Arese on Instagram. I think she sells directly too. You can just go there, look for her, Arese or Smart Money Woman. You'll find that you can buy from her direct. This book it's beautiful. It's worth it. First of all, I like that it's women involved. Then two, I like that it's money involved. I am tired of women matter every time. Man did this one, man did this one. Hey, let us talk about money. How to make money, how to spend money, how to enjoy money. This baby girl lifestyle will not fall on us by force. But that's it with this series. I just want to talk about it because first of all, the theme for this month, September 2020 in Nestle, 2021, sorry, in Nestle is about money. And then I really like, I'm a big fan of this series. I hated, yes, let me now use the word hate. I hated the speed to which the book finished. There were a lot of things I really wish that they did not just skim through that fast. Like at the end, by the last episode, I was like, why are we rushing? What is wrong with us coming back with a season 2? What is wrong with us addressing these things better? Because after a while, it felt like they were now skimping through things. Like, okay, so this one now happened. So like it was a conversation. It's not what we saw. Like Ladu, like I said, is my favorite character, and I wanted more from her. I wanted to hear and get more from her. And that's after what happened with the family, how that affected their finances, and what they did to get back up. I really wanted to, do you understand? But all of that just went straight over the head because it wasn't even addressed per se. It was just like talked over. We've solved the problem. You know, that's like saying they live happily ever after. It's not a complete story. So yeah, but that's it though. I hope I'm not blabbering on too much. It's the first time I'm doing my first movie review. Please like the video and subscribe and join. And then please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the review. And then if you watch the series, did you like it? Did you hate it? If you've read the book before or not, let me know. But honestly, this book is really good, and the series, I'm so excited by this. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye now.